Hi everybody, this is Maureen from mycasestudies.blogspot.com. Today we're going to be making this pretty springy card, and I'm going to be using my Mini MISTI in a couple of different ways, and hopefully I'll show you something that you hadn't thought to use your Mini MISTI for. So let's get started. Okay, to get started I'm using my Mini MISTI, of course, and this is the Mini Make It Market kit from Paper Tray Ink called Garden Gild, and it comes with this really beautiful intricate cutting plate. And I've already cut it out of heavyweight watercolor cardstock. And I'm going to take my MISTI. By the way, the reason why I wrap the magnets like this is because they have these little tails, and it makes it easier to pick them up. And if they smash together, it kind of cushions the blow. And then it's a little bit easier to pull it apart using those little tails than just sliding them apart. I'm going to take out my black foam pad, and then I'm going to put down something to absorb water, and I'm not going to close the cover, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't fit exactly, and that's a piece of folded up paper towel, and this is actually a washcloth. And because my magnets are super strong, it's actually going to be able to stick through that washcloth and hold it down. And the reason why I don't want to tape it to a board is because it's so delicate. I don't want to be taping and retaping and moving the tape around on this delicate surface. Using the magnets is just easier to move them around, position them wherever I want them. If I'm going to color where the magnets are, I can just easily move them instead of pulling up tape. Okay, so I have my Mini Mister here, and I'm just going to spray it a little bit. I only want it slightly damp, not really runny. And these are my Mission watercolors, and this is a little color chart that I've made myself. And I'm going to get to painting. Before I start though, I have this little water container, and it has different compartments so that once you dirty one compartment like that, I guess my brush was dirty, you can move to another compartment and then another compartment. Or what you could do was actually dedicate a compartment per color, so you have like one for pink, one for green, one for yellow. And I'm just going to start painting, and I don't want it super dark or heavy, but you know, this is totally up to you, your watercolor painting style. I'm gonna actually pick different colors to go over the different parts. So I pick that little flower for pink, and then the leaves and things are gonna be green. And let me speed this up even more, just so that you don't have to sit and watch this forever. Okay, so I finished coloring, and I wanted to show you another reason why I put the towel down is you could actually watercolor directly on the bottom of the Mini MISTI, but the colors can kind of pool and mix and get really ugly, and so the towel actually helps to catch that extra color. And if anything falls through or soaks through, you can just wipe up that surface, so don't worry about ruining your MISTI. Now I'm going to take my card base, which is the top folding A2, and I want to stamp my sentiment in the middle of that frame. So actually what I'm going to do is just put my die cut down, and you'll notice that I put the black foam mat back in, and I'm going to put one of my gridded templates on it so that I can line them up correctly. And this is a honeybee stamps set called Beautiful Life, and I'm using this big wonderful word fabulous. I really like the fonts on this set, and I'm not centering it on the whole card front. I'm centering it in that little opening, and then I'm going to stick that little UR above the fabulous and pick up both of those stamps, make sure they're really stuck down. Now I'm going to remove the die cut and put my card base in, and of course it doesn't matter that my card base is overlapping the edge of the Mini MISTI, because as long as I'm not stamping right near that edge, it's not going to smush my card or anything like that. So I'm treating with my anti-static powder bag because I'm going to be embossing in gold. And then I'm going to get out my Versamark ink and stamp that down. And then let me go get my gold detail embossing powder, which is from Sparkle and Sprinkle. And I like the detail because it gives a really nice crisp image, especially on that those little words, it can tend to get a little bit blobby if you use regular embossing powder. And then I got that done, and there's a little bit of stray bits here and there, so I'm going to brush those off, and then I'm going to heat and melt that embossing powder. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to put back in the paper towel because I'm going to be gluing the back of the intricate die cut, and the paper towel is going to help to catch all those excess glue blobs that I don't want to get on my die cut front. And I'm not going to be actually gluing down every single bit of this because I think that the little bits on the insides can look nice if they're sort of sticking up. So I just want to make sure I do a really good job on that outside frame. And I'm using Liquitex matte gel medium. I'm just picking that up with my finger and then blotting off on the paper towel to make sure there's not too much on my finger. And you know what I forgot to do is take out the black foam mat. So it was moving around a little bit, but that's fine. So you just stick that down to the card front, and you don't want to rub it from the front because that die cut is so delicate. So you turn it over and rub it from the back. And if you have any excess glue, you wipe it off. If you need more glue, I have it in this needle tip bottle. And once it's all stuck down, there's your finished card. And I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you over on my blog, mycasestudies.blogspot.com.